first time that Cortez is not starting here for Alaska. At mabibigyan ng first start naman niya is si Willie Wilson. I think there's a reason behind that. No? Ako sa tingin ko, no, the theory behind that switch is not because Cortez is hurting, but because they want to put a lot of defensive pressure on JJ Hildebrand right off the bat. Kanya po ito si Wilson, known more for his defense, wants to be able to show his pressure type of defense against Hildebrand. Well, kasi si Mike Cortez got into early foul trouble last time out.
2 seconds on the shot clock.
So ang Ginebra po, sila po yung nakapula, samantalang ang Alaska, sila po yung nakaputi. Ang Alaska galing po sa talo, tinambakan po sila ng Pure Food sa kanilang uling assignment. Ang Ginebra naman, recently snapped a 3-game losing skid. And well, yung mga kaibigan nating taga-barangay are hoping that that will be a sign of better things to come para sa Coconut.
And interestingly, yung pagkapanalo ng Barangay Ginebra over Coca-Cola, a game where they were out-rebounded from the end, had 5 players in double figures. Hindi na sila nanalo because that new offense na ginagamit ngayon ni Coach Short ng Kitan, mukhang bumubunga na para sa kanila because they want an even distribution of points with that kind of offense.
Here's Carriazo, matched up against Hildebrand. De La Cruz at the post. Bounce pass para kay Aliado, sporting a very clean look. Clean shaven, si Aliado. Velasco knocks it home. May kasama pang foul. Speaking of foul, the men in charge of spotting those fouls and other irregularities are
not enough to put intimidating defense on Velasco. Na napagit mo si Don Aliado na clean shaven. May dahilan din yan. Bagong engaged yan.
ganun ba?
Yes, he has announced his engagement to, of course, yung kaibigan natin na si sasabihin natin, no? Si Maricar Sinesa, ang kanyang fiancé at mukhang kakasal na yung dalawa. Kanya, baka that's the reason kung bakit clean shaven na si Don Aliado.
Well, I can tell Don right now, possibly in the next 3 years, siguro pati buhok niya, aahitin na rin niya.
Huwag naman sana. Baka naman mag-mohawk na naman si Don Aliado.
Yes, Dominic, you'd like to say something?
Nico, kaya clean shaven actually itong si Don Aliado. Tinanong ko siya kanina, it's not actually because that he's recently engaged, but it's because he had an irritation.
Okay. Let's just make sure those are two different things.
Kala ko,
Baka kasi
yung magulang ni Don Aliado na si Joy at si Loy, pareho silang of course living in LA. Baka napagsabihan din ito si Don. O Don, mag-ahit ka na. You're going to become a group soon.
po talaga kayo nito. Baka akala ng mga tao, maling channel yung pinapanood nila eh. Basketball tayo.
Akala ko showbiz din. Marami din tayong balita sa showbiz. Maya-maya, ibibigay natin yan sa ating mga nakikinig at nanonood. Marami tayong sorpresa para sa nila lahat ngayong hapon na ito.
You keep that up, I will probably start calling you Big Brother very soon. Okay, patuloy ang laro dito sa loob ng Big Dome. Itong Ginebra, hindi pa po nakakapuntos. Ngayong hapon, here's Hildebrand shooting over Willie Wilson.
Breaking the ice for Barangay Ginebra. Now, napapag-usapan natin yung bagong sistema ng Barangay Ginebra. Okay sa opensa, no? I think it's important that they know their roles with the new offense ng Barangay Ginebra. Ang problema, what about the defense? Kailangan nila, well, a little bit of coordination, chemistry sa depensa, and so far, giving up 9 points to Alaska, that's not a good sign sa kanilang in terms of what they're trying to do defensively.
A blistering start here by the Alaska Aces as Adugo gets an offensive rebound. Ginebra down by 7 points here in the opening quarter. Here's Kagiwa on the right side. Kagiwa laban kay Carriazo. That was the matchup we talked about at the start of the ball game. And despite the defense of Carriazo, Kagiwa manages to score.
And you notice, dun sa opensa ng Barangay Ginebra, walang pumaposte, ha? Now, the problem with that is that yung shooters mo sa labas, they may not be able to get too many open shots because walang kick-out situation or opportunity para sa Ginebra. Walang possibility for a double team at the post. Kanya, walang mabibigyan ng kick-out pass yung mga perimeter shooters ng Barangay Ginebra. Again, panurin natin kung gagawin nila.
Here's Ferreira.
Yung bola palagi nasa labas. No? Walang pumaposte rito.
Adugo coming from outside and runs over Don Aliado.
Well, again, yun ang problema, no? Because alam natin, Jose Lobo is a post-up player. When he starts to attack from the outside, ganun na mangyayari. He's gonna get caught with the basketball. Tapos, magpupwede siyang mag-dribble. Mawawala sa kanya yung bola because hindi pa siya masyadong kabisado sa bagong sistema o yung bagong role niya sa sistema ng Barangay Ginebra.
8.5 remaining in the opening quarter. Patuloy na lumalamang dito ang Alaska as Aliado connects inside. And Alaska now once again up by 7 points, 11-4.
Excellent execution by Alaska. Nakita natin yung mismatch on the switch. Don Aliado taking it easily against Mark Kagiwa na wala doon si Eric Meng sa kanilang matchup.
Meng goes to Ferreria. Bounce pass para kay Holter. What a block by Wilson pero sumabit.
Pero maganda yung pasan.
Braso.
Again, ito yung makikita natin ngayon sa Barangay Ginebra. Magkakaroon sila ng maraming pagkakataon na pumasa, no? Especially sa loob. They're going to do pick and rolls from the outside. They're going to have slide-in plays, backdoor plays, but minimal post plays. On the other hand, sa Alaska, nakikita natin yung kanilang ginagawa. They are creating mismatches. Again, because of the switching and the movement sa kanilang offense, nakita natin kanina, Aliado scoring against Mark Kagiwa. Mismatch yun.
So Holper gets both free throws para mabawasan naman itong lamang ng Alaska. With under 8 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Aliado is the game's leading scorer with 8 big points here in quarter number 1.
Aliado is shooting 52.5% from the floor. That's a high percentage. And he's taking a lot of shots from the outside. Hindi lang siya tumitira doon sa may bandang loob. But he's developed very, very accurate medium-range shot.
Velasco completes the steal para sa Alaska. They're up by 7 points as we near the 7-minute mark of the opening quarter. Not really the forte of Willie Wilson as Helterbrand gives a no-look pass for Ferreria who gets swallowed by the Alaska defense.
But yung quickness ng Barangay Ginebra, nakikita na natin ngayon, no? Ang laro nila, up-tempo, they're playing with 3 guards, and you can expect a lot of quickness sa kanilang offense.
Rick Meck missing his first field goal try. De La Cruz over to Carriazo, and Boy Cruz says Carriazo was caught dancing with the wrong shoes.
Nabanggit natin kanina, no? Itong matchup ng shooting guards, Carriazo versus Mark Kagiwa. Nabanggit natin that Carriazo has had to share his minutes. Bakit kanyo? He's a very versatile player, but in the Alaska lineup, marami silang mga versatile players. Like si Tony De La Cruz, he's a player now playing number 3, pero kaya din niyang maglaro ng dos, kaya din niyang maglaro ng 1.
Hey, 4 points to po si JJ Helterbrand. Cutting down Alaska's lead to 5 points, 13-8. As we near the halfway mark of the opening quarter. They left Velasco open. Rebound na punta kay Kagiwa. Kagiwa on the move. Kagiwa will go all the way for 2.
Ito yung explosiveness ng backcourt ng Barangay Ginebra.
Nothing irritating Mark Kagiwa here in the Philippine Cup. And same goes for Nick Velasco. Seems to have found a very comfortable home with the Alaska Aces.
Alam mo, perfect pick talaga si Nick Velasco sa triangle offense ng Alaska, which thrives on versatility. And when you talk about a player who is very versatile, ito si Nick Velasco, naku, okay na okay. Take a look at the field goals. Both teams with the same number of attempts from the floor.
Wilson offensive rebound, put back no go. What short try para sa Alaska.
Yan ang hassle ni Willie Wilson.
Well, it really helps when you played power forward when you were in the UAAP. So those rebounding skills do come in handy. Ay, ito pa rin si Aliado. He must be really inspired, Ganito. He already has 10 big points.
Very much. Ever since he's announced his engagement, ibang-iba talaga nilalaro ni Don Aliado. Pati yung look niya, nagbago. Okay, nakita natin ito si Aliado with already with 10 points. And you also mentioned yung versatility ni Willie Wilson. That's also the reason why he's gaining a lot of minutes sa Alaska, no? And would you believe, someone who played power forward in the UAAP now is playing point guard. Kaya din niya mag-toss.
Here's Carriazo. They forgot to put a shadow on Jeffrey Carriazo, and the veteran has 4 points today. So, balik po sa 7 ang abante ng Alaska, tying the biggest lead of the ball game. Under 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Helter Brand breaking down Willie Wilson.
Well, malaking gamble din itong ginagawa ni Coach Chotang Vincent to focus the
try. Yes, sir. You have to give it to Willie Wilson. Not many believe that he would make it to the PBA when he was playing for Lasal. As we go over to Dominic Wood.
Nico, pinag-uusapan natin from the start of the game yung opensa nitong Barangay Ginebra. At nakausap ko yung kanilang coaching staff. Makikita mo, di ba, dun sa stats na pinakita natin kanina, itong Barangay Ginebra is leading, or rather, Alaska Aces is leading the league in assists. At itong Ginebra naman is one of the lowest. Sabi nila, though, when they win the game, they average about 22 assists a game. Pero pag natatalo sila, so mga 9 lang. So sabi nga nila, when the offense is working, it's a really good offense when they're able to move the ball. Sabi nila, everybody needs to touch the ball in this type of an offense. Nico?
So parang ano ito, democratic offense. So
even distribution of labor.
In a sense, Carriazo misses that layup. Misleading itong average ng Ginebra yung 15 assists per game. Because yung disenyo ng kanilang offense, it's meant to generate a lot of assists.
That's right. They have to keep the ball moving. At dapat din yung kanyang 5 player on the floor must also keep moving para magkakaroon sila ng opportunity to score. You'll see a lot of high pick and rolls also in this naman ang asawa ni Tony De La Cruz na si Julie Primero. Alam mo, ang kanilang love story, ibang klase talaga, no? Dati-dati nung naglalaro pa si Tony De La Cruz for the University of California at Irvine, boyfriend-girlfriend pa sila. Ito si Julie would pass the ball to Tony De La Cruz sa kanyang practice. Silang dalawa lang. Siya nga ang taga-bigay ng bola sa kanya as he was practicing his shots playing for the UC Irvine Varsity. And of course, nagbunga kanilang pag-iibig. And now they are proud parents of 2 children, si Marley at saka si Mary Jane. Mary Jane was born just last year. Malay ba, Mary Jane was born in between the international stints ni Tony De La Cruz between Las Vegas and Taipei. Yan, ang love story ni Tony De La Cruz at si Julie Primero. Pwede ka na. May laro tayo.
I just left to get a cup of coffee.
Yes, love story na.
Maganda. Yes, Helter Brand. Maganda yung ginawa ni Helter Brand as he cuts down the deficit to 5 points. 21-16.
Well, you also notice that yung focus ng offense ng Barangay Ginebra is heavily on the backcourt. Kagiwa and Helter Brand have combined for 14 out of the 16 points ng Barangay Ginebra. That takes some...
As Mike Cortez makes his first entry in the ball game, replacing Tony De La Cruz. So here's Velasco. Good 5 on the shot clock. May iba na kuha ni Kagiwa.
You know, it's very interesting that Coach Tim Cohn, minamatch up ngayon itong 3-guard formation ng Barangay Ginebra. Pero siya 3 guard sa loob. Naku, ito pa si JJ!
Actually, kanina pa lang sa shoot-around napansin natin, maganda ang binibitawan ngayon ni JJ Helter Brand. Seems to be feeling it here in the opening quarter.
Meron din tayong love story na isa na i-relate sa ating mga tagapanood at nakikinig tungkol kay JJ Helter naman. Kaya yan.
I just hope you will not delve into the love stories of Dominic because it will take us probably 10 hours.
Well, kasama din yung love story ni Nico Halili. Pwede rin natin ikwento yan. Incidentally, congratulations Nico on your new arrival.
Mickey is the name.
Ano nga pa?
Mickey.
Ayun, Mickey.
My newly born daughter.
Daughter. Yes. Mickey as in Mickey Ferriols.
Yes.
Okay. Hindi namang John Ferriols si Mickey Ferriols.
Here's Carriazo. Pupunta ito usapan natin. Carriazo knocks it home.
Naging kaibigan din si Mickey Ferriols ni Eric Meng once upon a time.
Okay. Retro, may mga retro stories ka wala. Here's Eric Meng. As Carriazo tosses the ball over to Cortez. Under a minute to play and Alaska is on top by 6 points.
Again, makikita natin, no? Si Don Aliado is playing the long court. And that gives an opportunity for Alaska to Nick Velasco to shoot from the outside.
Alaska now with 5 markers. And as time winds down here in the opening quarter, Ginebra is trailing by 8 points. Rodney Santos in the ball game for the first time. Santos still has the basketball. Back pass para kay Adukol. A long jumper from the general.
That's his first 2 points. Galing sa Salvacion.
So ito na, paubos na ang oras dito sa opening quarter. 6 points ang lamang ng Alaska. Cortez goes to Velasco. Here's an open 3-pointer para kay Carriazo and he knocks it home. That's a 2-pointer. 2 points yun. Habang sa Coca-Cola Tigers. Ginebra begins the second quarter with Sunday Salvacion, Rodney Santos, Eric Menk, JJ Helterbrand, and Romel Adukol. There's a loose ball foul spotted by Art Herrera. It's going to go against Alaska.
Loose ball foul number 3, Nick Velasco.
It's against Velasco. That's his second
His second one on Alaska. Shot clock, 14 seconds.
Eight points ang inahabol dito ng Ginebra as they go to Menk at the post, firing a pass to Salvacion, and the ball goes out of bounds. Then Patrick Canizares says,
Jump ball.
Jump ball.
Very rare opportunity na naglaro ng post. Yung Barangay Ginebra sa kanilang offense, nakakuha ng bola dun si Menk. Menk, I think, has attempted only ilang beses kaya. May limang attempt na si Eric Menk sa larong ito. At wala pa siya na ipapasok from the floor. Si Holper, 2 attempt. Si Adukol, 2 attempt. So, yung 3 frontliners ng Barangay Ginebra, only 9 attempts from the floor. At makikita po natin ang field goal percentages in the first quarter. Angat na angat ang Alaska, close to 60% as against 50% for Barangay Ginebra.
3-second violation.
As a 3-second violation is charged against Alaska, let's turn it over to Dominic Uy.
Miko, kanina pa natin pinag-usapan ang personal lives ng ating mga players. Gusto niyo bang malaman kung paano nag-propose si Don Aliado?
Why not?
Okay.
Why not? Joke not.
Walang nangyari dito. He was with his fiancé now na si Maricar de Mesa in a hotel in Makati at sinabi niya na they were gonna meet up with some friends. But he was actually planning it na gano'n na wala naman talagang friends. Tapos ang nangyari, sobrang tagal na nila nag-aantay. Naiinip na daw si Maricar at sinabi niya, alam mo, just close your eyes first and take a deep breath because I have a surprise for you. And then he pulled out the ring, got on one knee and proposed, and I guess she said yes.
I hope she said yes.
No, kaya tuloy nagahit si Don Aliado.
And then sabi nga na that's why he's really inspired and he's playing really well. It's because 2 weeks ago, finally the girl of his dreams agreed to marry him.
Okay. Maybe he's been asking her for a long time.
Well, but I believe they already have the house of their dreams.
Yes.
Sa Loyola Grand Villas, meron ng bahay si
So, do you also have the background of the construction of their dream house?
Meron din. Pwede na natin pag-usapan yun. Yung blueprint.
Blueprint. Mamaya, pag-usapan natin yan. We're nearing the 10-minute mark of the second quarter and Cortez misses the 3-point try. Lamang pa rin ang Alaska dito sa first half. Here's Helterbrand, nowhere to go. Binigay kay Salvacion and now ball is with Menk. They swing it over to Adukol. Adukol makes his move. Yung kanyang pasa, muntik ng mago ni Cortez. But the thing that you will have to notice with this Ginebra offense, all 5 players touch the ball in that sequence.
Pero kung wala silang cutter, wala silang movement, mahihirapan sila. Ito, shot clock down to 11 seconds. And the man holding the basketball, driving to the basket, was Adukol, and he should be driving to the basket. Yeah, and it should be someone like Rodney Santos or JJ Helterbrand because they can penetrate and they can dish. Wala nga silang post offense, pero kung meron silang penetration and the dish, meron din silang kick-out opportunities.
Parang balik na din. Santos going to Menk for the outside shot. That was the 4th point para kay Menk. Here's Cortez. Alaska up by 6, and this is money in the back.
And De La Cruz, his first 2 points sa game na to. Very sharp ang outside shooting ng Alaska. And the reason is because a lot of those outside shots are not being challenged. Ang depensa ng Barangay Ginebra is a step slow in the rotation.
Reynalog natin is in the ball game for the first time para sa Alaska. Back-to-back baskets para kay Tony De La Cruz. Probably heard you sharing his love story to a national television audience. So he felt, I better play well.
Well, Tony, that time, siya pumoste, no? Despite the fact that Alaska has two post players on the floor in Nathan at saka si Sanitos. And Adukol scoring again from the outside.
When was the last time you saw Adukol score back-to-back jumpers?
Oo, ano? And of course, Adukol, he is hitting 40% from the floor in this conference.
And what's the disparity
Offensive foul
between
number 32, Willie
his field
Wilson.
goal percentage and his free throw percentage?
Substitution foul number
Well,
10,
Adukol is
JJ
hitting
Helderbrand.
41.7% from the free throw. Kanya, mas pataas pa rin ang kanyang free throw from the field goal. Kanya, okay na din. Okay na din yun. That's supposed to be the norm. Pero usually, mas pataas ang kanyang field goal percentage kaysa sa free throw.
Here's Adukol, brings it over to Ferreria. Santos on the right side, he fires. Salvacion with a rebound and a putback is good. Anim pa rin ang lamang dito ng Alaska, 35-29. With under 8 minutes to go in the first half. De La Cruz. Over to Hugnatan. And the ball ends up with Ferreria. Ferreria on the move. Ferreria will step on the brakes. Binigay kay Santos sa kaliwang bahagi ng court. Babalik kay Santos laban kay Carriazo. Head to shoot para sa Ginebra. Pasa sa loob na agaw ni Carriazo. Carriazo on the move. He steps on the gas. He goes to the crew cat. Babalik sana kay Carriazo, but the quick hands of Rodney Santos will break up the play.
Nakikita natin dito growing pains for Barangay Ginebra, especially in that last failure sa kanilang execution. No? Alaska is very smart and very wise to the new offense ng Barangay Ginebra. They're chasing. Coach Shotang Kinsen continuously shuffling his players. No? At ngayon si Mark Kiwa, pinalik na naman. Again, using that three-guard formation along with two frontliners.
That's going to be a foul against De La Cruz. And this will mean 2 free throws for Rodney Santos. And let's check out what's happening on Dominic's side of the basketball court.
Miko, kanina you guys were wondering bakit he stinart itong si Mike Cortez. It was because he was not able to practice yesterday dahil nagkaroon siya ng allergic reaction dun sa kanyang kinain at hindi siya nakapag-practice and he was vomiting at kaya they opted not to start him because they wanted to see muna kung okay na siya today. It looks like okay naman siya kaya naman pinaglalaro na siya ni Coach Lincoln.
Well, speculation nga natin is that one possible reason is because gets into early foul trouble. Wilson is a good defensive player, hard-nosed. We all know how important JJ Helderbrand is sa opensa ng Barangay Ginebra, but that seems to be a more realistic reason kung bakit ito si Mike Cortez coming off the bench after 6 straight starts dito sa ating Philippine Cup. Coach ST versus Coach TC. TC stands for Top Cat or Team Cone. ST stands for
Shotang Kinsen.
yeah.
Let's make sure about that.
Mahirap na.
7 minutes to go in the first half. Gentlemen playing on the hard court for Alaska. It's Carriazo, Cortez, Hugnatan, Sanitos, and De La Cruz. The Crew Cat will score inside. And that will be the first 2 points para kay Mike Cortez. Balik sa anim mga bante ng Alaska, 37-31. Santos and Cortez, Ross with a rebound.
Well, the idea behind this offense ng Barangay Ginebra is if the offense is going to come from the backcourt, dapat yung dalawang malalaki ng Ginebra palagi nandun sa ilalim ng court just so when the shots are taken from the outside, nandun sila for the possible offensive rebound. So dapat mabilis ang reaction ng dalawang malalaki ng Barangay Ginebra kasi alam naman natin yung offense ng Ginebra is going to come from the backcourt. Now, nakita natin kanina, no second chance opportunity for Ginebra at something that they have to work on. Sabi nga natin, growing pains. Ginebra.
Timeout Barangay Ginebra Games.
Kaloy, the big difference, Kaloy Loizaga, part of this Sunday crowd, and of course that's his son in red, Dynamite Chito Loizaga, former player of Ginebra. Boy, Kaloy Loizaga, a name for the ages.
He is a legend indeed. It's nice to see him here, back where he belongs. Araneta Coliseum, mecca of sports sa ating bansa. And of course, King Kaloy now resides in Australia, often comes to visit the Philippines, where of course ang kanyang anak na si Chito resides, and Chito is the chairman of the Philippine Basketball League at the present. At uunahan na kita. Hindi ko naabutan si Kaloy sa ganun nagkakaroon.
Wala naman akong sinasabi. But King Kaloy, si Kaloy, as you look at the inside scoring of both teams, you know, Kaloy Loizaga was so good. He was not just good in the Philippines, he was one of the best in the world. He was once named to the World Mythical 5 during the 1954 World Basketball Championships.
And in that championships, of course, we must point out the Philippines took third place, the highest finish of any Asian country in the World Championships. At third place po tayo, at si Kaloy Loizaga was named the mythical first 5. At yung kanyang teammate na si Tony Hanato, na ninong ko sa kasal, was also named in the mythical top 10 of the World Championships that year. Okay.
Of course, you have to mention that ninong mo sa kasal, just to make sure that you are younger. Okay.
Dapat.
Here's Carriazo. Goes up short. Here's Helpman on the bounce pass for Kalani Ferreria. Almost, but not quite.
But again, yung quick test ng Barangay Ginebra, yan talagang inaasahan ni Coach ST. No? Mabilis ang kanilang takbuhan. Leave Alaska behind. Alaska now playing with 3 big men. Kanya feeling ni Coach Chotang Itzed. Meron silang advantage. Tatlo ang kanilang thoroughbreds on the floor. And they can certainly outrun Toss, Hugnatan at saka si Nick Velasco.
But you know why I enjoy working with you, Ganito? Because of your stories of the old Bika and how Kaloy and the Eco Painters would dominate that league. Guys like Ramoncito Campos, Francis Wilson, Monica Conel.
I don't know half of those names that you just mentioned. Okay ka
The
talaga.
Travels of Paking Rabat and Lauro.
Sino yun?
The Fox Mumar.
Hindi ko yata kilala yung mga
If not for you, I would not know this legend.
But those were glory days of Philippine basketball. But you know, we are experiencing a renaissance in the glory era ng basketball ngayon. Nakakita natin dito sa PBA. Ang gagaling na ng ating mga players, and they've taken certainly Philippine basketball to a new level. Kanya, sabi nga natin dito sa PBA, laban kung laban. And that's the best kind of laban na nakikita natin ngayon sa Philippine sports. Sa PBA, sa ABC.
Hector Brand! No. Make offensive rebound. Put back.
Yes! Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, no? Okay, what about the zone defense now na nilalaro ng Barangay Ginebra? Okay, yung zone defense nila, they were able to get an offensive foul. Well, yung adjustment ng depensa ng Barangay Ginebra, siguro, isa na din ang dahilan kung bakit ginagawa ni Coach ST ang zone defense is because alam niya, merong tatlong malalaki ang Alaska, and they may want to put the ball in the hands of the big men. They want to take away the inside offense ng Alaska. Okay, tingnan natin kung nandun pa yung zone defense. Yes, it is a zone defense na nilalaro ngayon ng Barangay Ginebra. Makonversa ngayon ang Alaska to take the shot from the outside. Up! Yun. Again, nagbago yung galaw ng opensa ng Alaska because of the zone defense. Nakakuha na naman ang turnover ng Barangay Ginebra. Dalawang sunod na yan.
Naparami yung mantikilya sa pandesal ni Hugnatan kanina. Butterfingers on the part of Ilonggo, and so the ball goes back to Ginebra. Here's Ferreira. Hinahanap si Kagiwa. He goes to Meng instead. Here's Cooper, way outside. Kagiwa over Carriazo. Yes, sir!
That time, sabi ni Mark Kagiwa, okay lang kung itong dalawang malalaki na kasama ko nasa labas. Titira ako. No need for the offensive rebound.
And thus, Ginebra chops down the deficit to 6, 41-35. Carriazo from the left side. No go. And who gets the ball? It's with J.J. Helterbrand. Helterbrand on the move. He steps on the brakes. He goes left. And Ferreira loses the leather, but it ends up with Kagiwa. Helterbrand over the bed. Oh!
Napalakas ni Eric Benjudina. He was wide open sa loob. Nakadang pasa sana ni JJ.
Ako, hinayang na hinayang. Yung mga taga-barangay dito sa loob.
Nangyari dito. Might have had a cut. His wrist area or the arm.
So itong Ginebra at Alaska, both seeking their fourth win dito sa Gran Matador PBA Philippine Cup.
Tablang-tabla sila, no? 3-all. Similar or rather identical record. Incidentally, napapag-usapan natin si Coach Tim Cohn. Happy, paano man natin sasabihin ito? Happy landing in his move to his new house. April 7 yata ang balita natin that he will be moving to his new home. And, congratulations, Coach Tim and his family, plus his newly born son.
So you're into basketball, show business,
Pati real estate.
family affairs, and real estate. Unbelievable. That's why they call you the D. Here's Hopper.
Oh, nice pass inside. Di lang na-convert. Again, yung quickness. No?
Batang baste. Romel Abuku.
Napapatira na din si Aduco sa labas.
Oo nga eh.
Sa bago ng offensive.
Sa katunayan,
Ginebra.
if you're just joining us, his first 2 field goals were outside jumpers.
Oo.
And when was the last time you saw Aduco make back-to-back jumpers?
Well, it's also important that he starts getting offensive rebounds sa game na to. Dalawa na kanyang offensive rebounds. So, good sign yan. But off the offensive rebound, dapat makakuha din siya ng pagkakataon na maka-score.
Here's Meng. Ay! Ganda pasa. Was broken up by the Aces. Great interior defense provided by Velasco and Aliado. Babalik ang bola sa Alaska with 2.5 remaining in the first half. Cortez to Velasco, and now they swing it over to De La Cruz. Cross-court pass to Cortez. We'll go inside, outside, Carriazo, baseline try from Aliado.
Aliado, right on target from the outside. A dozen points para sa kanya. New look, Don Aliado. New group to be.
As Helterbrand throws it against Cortez. The Philip Cesar play. And so the ball will stay with Ginebra. 2:04 remaining in the second quarter. At patuloy pa rin naghahabol dito ang Ginebra. Walo. Ang Alaska, pwede pa nilang tagdagan. Atake nila, Cortez. Aliado top of the key. At that time, tumadon si De La Cruz. Here's Helterbrand as he crosses the half-court line. Helterbrand over to Kagiwa. Kagiwa to Meng. Kagiwa in the paint. And he'll be called for an offensive foul.
Dalawang sunod na turnover against Barangay Ginebra. And total turnovers ngayon ng Barangay Ginebra ay 8 na.
That is the second personal laban kay Kagiwa. Alaska gunning for a 10-point lead here. And 1 minute and 25 to go in quarter number 2. Velasco for 3. Palakas. Here's Kagiwa.
Variation ng zone defense yun, no? 1-2-2. Nilaro ng Barangay Ginebra from a 2-3 zone. Oh, there's Aduco. Ito sinasabi ko, no? Yung offensive rebound. Ako, walang kinabahan yun.
Here's Kagiwa. Patrick Canizares says there's a holding foul laban kay Carriazo.
Substitution, Rodney Santos.
Second personal laban kay Carriazo. That will be the 14th foul laban sa Alaska. You saw Rodney Santos
30 seconds
gesturing for a
Games.
timeout request. Request granted.
You know, so many things are happening to so many teams. Yung mga bagong player na nagsilipatan. And, well, we also know that the transition between the Fiesta Conference, which was import-laden, at saka sa Philippine Cup, wasn't very long, no? Yung number of months in between. Kanya, from a conference where the accent was imports, puro local at napapanood natin. And now we're seeing a period of adjustment for all teams.
All teams and all players.
Itong Alaska nga, meron silang tatlong bagong player, no? Renzi Bahar, Eddie Lauren, at saka si Nick Velasco. Oh, what a way to score a layup, si Mike Cortez. He's such a smooth operator, no? At meron din siyang 4 points. Just one more and he ties his output for the entire game. Last time out for Alaska, natalo sila ng Pure Foods. Ito, tumira na naman sa labas. That time, naku!
Alaska was practically daring Adugol to take that outside shot. 12 seconds to go bago matapos ang second quarter. Last shot time para sa Alaska. They're on top by 8 points. At dahil malayo pa sa penalty ang Ginebra,
Number 13,
JJ Elderbrand gives up the
His
foul.
first 2 on the Kings.
6 seconds to go in the second quarter. Who will take the last shot for the Aces? Aliado, nowhere to go. De La Cruz, there's a steal by Elderbrand. And he throws the ball over. That's why they might need to be.
Nasa same position.
Finish or not finish, pass your paper.
Okay.
Kagiwa starts the second half with that outside conversion. And he's in double figures with 10 points. And that will cut down Alaska's lead to 6. Dito sa mga unang bahagi ng second half. Alaska begins the third quarter with Willie Wilson, Jeffrey Carriazo, Don Aliado, Tony De La Cruz, and Nick Velasco. There's a block and a steal, and Elderbrand will go all the way for 2.
First 2 points scored dito sa ating second half by Barangay Ginebra. At, well, napag-usapan natin si Don Aliado. Of course, siya nga ang takot na guest ni Dominic Uy sa ating halftime chat. And Aliado had 12 points at the half, but only 1 rebound. That goes to show you that yung emerging role niya as a scorer, especially from the outside. He got 5 out of 6. What about those 2 points inside?
A blistering start by Ginebra here in the second half. 6 unanswered points. Kung kaya dalawa na lang ang abante ng Alaska, 45-43. And it's going to be a
Looks like a
blocking foul to start things off here in the second half. Velasco laban kay Holford. Rookie ha, itong si Holford. Tutulong si Kagiwa. The ball ends up with Carriazo. Tough shot. 14 points na po si Jeffrey Carriazo. And he is, so far, the game's leading scorer. Bola na kay Meng, laban kay Aliado. 9 to shoot para sa Ginebra. Elderbrand. Pereira. Airball. Pang-focus na yung shot clock ng Ginebra. Here's Carriazo. He will wait for more white shirts. Pasa kay Aliado. Bounce pass to De La Cruz. He was hammered inside.
Again, nakita natin dito sa offensive ng Barangay Ginebra, no? Hindi sila gumagalaw. Talagang mahihirapan sila to find a good look at the basket because Alaska is a tough defensive team. On the other end of the floor, nakita natin yung pasahan ng Alaska. Actually, si Don Aliado had a chance to, but he looked to pass instead of going for the shot. At si Tony De La Cruz, siya nga ang featured player natin dun sa first half when we talked about his love story with his wife Julie. At well, the love story naman ni JJ Helgebrand, of course we all know that his wife is Charlotte. Dalawa po ang anak nila, no? Si JJ Helgebrand, his children are Jalen at saka si Gianna. And Helgebrand actually, he was born Lamberto Romero Vicente Jr. And he had his change of name when he was 10 years old. But that's a long story. Naging Anthony Helterbrand siya.
Tuloy ang laro dito sa third quarter. Here's Mink.
Oh yes,
That basket is good. Three-point play sa Makatwid. Tatlo na lang ang hinahabol dito ng Ginebra, 49-46. Ang oras na natitira dito sa third quarter. Quick spin by Aliado. And he was able to fish for a foul. It really is, for me, a big injustice that, your show, your scheduled show has not Loving Leors, pagpakilanman maalaala mo kaya Kinito.
lahat pa yun.
It's just an injustice. It's a shame. Hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin umiere.
Di bale, yung mga naiisip kong sasabihin doon sa mga show na yun, na napagit mo na hindi pa na-ere, dito ko na lang i-share sa PBA. Yan. Ito naman si Don Aliada ba. He has two brothers, si Brian at si Andrew. And his parents, of course, former basketball players when they were in college. Si Kaloy, ang kanyang father, played for University of the Philippines. At ang kanyang mother naman, si Joy Crisostomo, played for the Marinol, now Miriam, varsity. Kanya basketball is in the blood of Don Aliado. His youngest brother, si Andrew, is a budding basketball player, now in his first year of college. And he's growing up to be a future PBA star. Nasa LA siya, nag-aaral si Andrew.
He has a brother who dances pretty well. We saw that over in the Global Hoop Summit. As Google misses from down low. 8:47 to go in the third quarter. Carriazo tries to save the ball. He was caught dancing with the wrong pair of shoes.
And Helderbrand was already rushing to the other side of the floor. At kung narinig niya yung pito, binigay na niya yung bola sa referee. Sabi, Oret, ikaw na lang magbaba ng bola doon sa kabila.
Here's Mink. Outside, Helterbrand for three. In and out. Aliado with a rebound. Quickly to Cortez. Cortez quickly to Carriazo. Carriazo will not go all the way. And the ball is back with Carriazo over to Aliado. And Aliado says, let's organize. Here's Velasco. And now to Aliado. Handoff para kay De La Cruz. Long on the attempt. Here's Kagiwa. Ginebra down by 4 points. Here's Helterbrand. Mink top of the key. It rattles out, but the Google is there for the putback.
The point that we were making, the big man.
We hit the 8-minute mark of the third period. Dalawa na lang ang abante dito ng Alaska, 50-48. Bola po na kay Velasco, laban kay Mink. Velasco makes his move. Pippin wala, De La Cruz down low, and he gets bludgeoned inside. Mink ang tatawagan ko. Only the first person na laban kay Mink.
Grabe yung depensa pinakita ni Mink doon against Nick Velasco. Velasco trying to get the foul of Eric Mink on the shot. But Mink didn't foul him. Mink instead fouled si Tony De La Cruz in the rebounding play.
May 14 fouls, by the way, ang Ginebra dito sa third quarter. Here's Aliado. Ball ends up with De La Cruz laban kay Carreria. De La Cruz, no. Rebound para kay Dugol. Here come the Fast and the Furious. As Kagiwa slows things down, he slices through. Basket will not count.
Dalawang sunod na stops na nakita natin na ginawa ng Barangay Ginebra off the half-court set ng Alaska. So good sign here. Kasi napansin natin dun sa first half na parang kulang yata sa coordination in defense yung Barangay Ginebra. Ngayon maganda na kanilang adjustment. Uy! Ang tiro naman galing kay The Spark.
Okay, ito para sa Ginebra. Helterbrand spin! Score!
Back-to-back baskets by the Fast and the Furious.
And just like that, lamang na po ang Ginebra. 52-50. Unang pagkakataon para lumamang ang Ginebra. And it happens here in the third quarter. 7 minutes to go in the period. Cortez laban kay Helterback. Cortez slices through! Oh, ho, ho!
At may foul! May foul pa yun!
And that's why we call him the cool cat. He is as quick as a cat.
Yan?
Carson.
Ha?
Sa Amerika.
Naisahan mo ako doon, ha? Oh, may foul doon. Si Don Aliado. Ano ba? Eskolahan ni Don Aliado?
Produkto yan.
US din, ano? Talaga.
Of course, those are proud green archers.
Yeah.
Siyempre. Here's Eric Menk, 6:45 to go in the third quarter. It's been a pulsating third period for both teams. Oh, what a turnaround for Mark Kagiwa.
I can see it in the eyes. Mark Kagiwa is in the zone na meron na siyang 6 na punto dito sa quarter na to.
Here's De La Cruz.
What a pass! Hindi lang na ipasok. Ito na naman ang Barangay Ginebra.
Helterback steps on the gas. Handoff mid. Yes, sir!
Ako kaya na may foul? Will there be a foul call? Yes! What a pass galing kay JJ Helterbrand. And this well, in the first half, bihirang-bihira natin na nakapanood na tayo na nakapanood ng fast break attack. But here in the second half, we are seeing a lot of transition baskets.
By the way, si De La Cruz kanina yung tinawagan ng foul sa mga twins kung Alaska na sa penalty. Parang yes! Oh! Could not hang on to the leather.
Tatlo na ang turnover ng Alaska dito sa ating third period. At ang Barangay Ginebra ni isa, wala pa. As you see, Coach TC.
Now with a very concerned look dahil lamang na po ang Ginebra, 56-52.
And kick ball.
Kicked out and possession stays with Ginebra with 5:54 remaining in a blistering third period. Ek bibigay kay Kagiwa, laban kay Carriazo. He turns, he scores!
That's what we were saying. He's in the zone. Now, 4 players from Barangay Ginebra have scored sa ating third period. At ito ang sinasabi natin, no? They want their attack to be balanced. Oh, ganda naman sagot galing kay Jeffrey.
Actually, sagutan itong si Carriazo at si Kagiwa. Carriazo with 16 points, Kagiwa with 16 points as we go over to Dominic Wood.
Miko, ang gustong i-take advantage actually ng Barangay Ginebra ay yung aggressiveness nitong Alaska Aces dahil the concern nitong Barangay Ginebra ay sabi nila pagka-aggressive daw yung kalaban nila ay mas nagiging aggressive ang Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. Just like you feel it now, pagka nagsistep on the gas itong Alaska Aces, ito namang Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings ay bumabalik with a lot more.
Parang nagcha-challenge sila, no?
Oo, yun ang nangyayari sa kanila.
Miss coming from Aliado. Here's Helterbrand. Could not shake off Cortez. He goes to Menk. Menk goes to Ferreira on the left side. Ferreira, what will he do? He goes to Helterbrand. And
May hawak doon. Si Jeffrey Carriazo, natawagan.
nawakan yata niya.
Oo, si Mark Kagiwa.
Sad doon, ni Kagiwa.
Hindi makatanggap. Penalty situation na against Alaska. At titira ng free throw si Mark Kagiwa na pumutok dito sa third quarter. Mark Kagiwa, naging rookie of the year ito, no? That's 2002. And he was the third overall draft pick in 2001. Makatapos ni Willie Miller at saka si Rayback. Si Rayback, hindi rin natin nakikita rin.
Last team he played for was Pure
Pure Foods, oh.
Kagiwa has been sensational here in his stint sa PBA. And the pride of Tercara Street, Mandaluyong, makes it an 8-point ball game, 62-54. 4.5 remaining in the third quarter. Pull up para kay Cortez. Smooth as silk on that attempt. 8 points para kay Cortez. nakabanda rito ng Ginebra. As we near the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. Ball will end up with Willie Wilson. Wilson is on the move. And saw too many red shirts there. He goes to Cortez. Cortez with that burst of speed. And the basket is no good.
Yes.
Aliado is there for the tip-in.
Dugal missing his free throw. Meron siyang 6 points sa game na to. And he's hitting 41% from the line.
Productive trip to the line there para kay Adugol. Nevertheless, it's still a 4-point Ginebra lead, 62-58. Here's Carriazo, bounce pass para kay Velasco. Velasco is very quiet here in the second half. Santos rings the bell, and that's going to be his 4th point of the ball game.
And the pass coming from Nick Velasco. Ayan naman ang maturity ni Nick Velasco, no? Hindi niya nakikita yung kanyang tira. He's not finding his shot. Nagharap siya ng kakamping na libre.
Elton will lose the ball. He tries to issue a pass to Adugol while sitting down. That will not work. Ito na si Cortez. Magkakataon para sa Alaska na tumabla after relinquishing the lead. This is for the lead. And the ball ends up with Willie Wilson. Okay, the rebounding skills of Wilson coming in handy. Here's Wilson for a 3-point attempt. Rebound nakuha ni Adugol over to Kagiwa. Kagiwa on the move. He has Menk ahead of him, but Carriazo gets the steal with under 3 minutes to go. Alaska with a chance to tie the game. Ramitos could have traveled there, but ball goes back to Ginebra. Here's Santos. Rodney Santos goes to Heldenbrand with 2:26 remaining in the third quarter. Menk goes inside.
Hindi counted John, the foul committed before the takeoff. At nasa penalty yung Alaska. Eric Menk will go to the line. Si Velasco natawag ang pang-apat na yan. Ni Nick Velasco.
Sabang napagod si Nick sa kanyang pagiging production assistant.
Oo nga, no? He
For
scored
ABC
all of his 5
Sports,
points sa first quarter. And since then, wala na siyang puntos.
Substitution, Raymond Lumacan for Nick Velasco.
Out of his free throws din sa ating third period by Barangay Ginebra. Kanina, nagbentis ng dalawa si Romelo Ducol. Eric Menk, 31 years old, 6'6", from Lake Superior State. Dito siya naglaro, dito siya nag-aaral, nasa Michigan yun. 1 out of 2. At ang kaibigan niya si Rudy Hatfield, nag-email sa akin. Sabi niya,
Ano bang balita kay...
well, pumunta daw siya sa Boston at nag-enroll siya dun sa wrestling school ni Triple H. Si Hunter Hensley.
So, totoo nga yung balita.
Yes, pero hindi daw siya nagtagal doon kasi sabi niya, appear pa po sa wrestling. $50 a week lang yata ang sweldo kung nasa training school ka. At katawan na abutan mo. There's Eric Menk scoring from inside. At sabi ni Rudy Hatfield, naglaro daw siya sa isang Phil-Am League sa Michigan at tama-tama sabi niya, nagpapakasyon si Kelly Williams na tinawag niyang future of Philippine basketball. Eh sabi niya, tagal na siya hindi naglalaro. Kelly Williams scored dunks over him, blocked half of his shots at sabi niya, he got the itch to play again.
Dahil na-challenge.
Oo, baka naman bumalik ka si Rudy Hatfield. Before we know it, baka nandito na siya.
So, a minute and 40 remaining here in the third quarter. Si Menk tatawagan ng foul at penalty na po. Dalawang kupunan. And this was sent Reynald Francis Hugnatan to the line.
Two free throws for Raymond
Reynald
Lumacan.
Hugnatan, accidental yung kanyang basketball career. He flew from Bacolod to actually accompany a friend to try out for the University of Manila. Eh, ang nangyari, siya yung nakuha. Yung kaibigan niya, hindi nakuha. Kasi sinamahan lang niya yung kaibigan niya. As fate would have it, siya pala yung destined to become a basketball player.
Kapuenas naman itong si Hugnatan. Or Sugnatan at saka si Cariaso, dating naglaro yan for Cook and they are reunited dito sa Alaska. At ano mo, napapag-usapan natin ng chemistry. Alaska has a lot of players who play together. Of course, Cariaso also played on that Grand Slam team ng Alaska. And Laure Bahar at saka si Tony De La Cruz, dating mga teammates yan sa Shell. And now they are playing for Alaska.
Here's Sugnatan. De La Cruz! No! And Nathan getting the offensive rebound, a crafty offensive rebound para kay Nathan. And the whistle is blown by our crew chief tonight, Boy Cruz. But you forget that Mike Cortez and Willie Wilson played for the school that Ateneo defeated in the 2002 UAAP
That's the
Championship.
first foul on Sunday's action.
Once in a while,
Shooting two, Tony De La Cruz.
nananalo din ng Ateneo. Tony De La Cruz. Well, he played incidentally with, or for that Carson City High School where Mike Cortez played. They had a common coach, Sir Richard Mason. Tapos si Tony De La Cruz. Sunday Salvacion getting another board. That's 3 rebounds now for Sunday. Tama-tama, linggo ngayon.
Here's Rodney Santos, sandwiched out to Kagiwa. 5 to shoot para sa Ginebra. Typical basket coming from Kagiwa.
Mainit pa, ha?
He now has 20 big points. He has scored 12 of those 20 points here in the third quarter. Kaya 6 na naman ang hinahabol ng Alaska. Here's Cortez, he uncorks. Nathan with another offensive rebound. Cortez has the ball, met by Aduhol. Now up against Kagiwa. Here's Sonny Prof, open shot. That's going to be last touch against Kagiwa.
Again, yung leadership qualities ni Mike Cortez, no, nakita natin. Yung drive niya sa loob, finding the open man. Hindi na pumasok yung tira ni Sonny Dos, but he was wide open for that shot. And no defender around to distract him. Naku, wala naman ang Alaska. Last touch si Mark Kagiwa, but Coach ST, si Shot Pakinsan, applauding the effort of his stalwarts on the floor. 7.2 seconds to go.
5 seconds to go. De La Cruz has the basketball. Wilson goes to Sonny Dos. No! That will end the third quarter of play.
Players in double figures. Now, the key, of course, sa bagong opensa ng Barangay Ginebra is equal distribution of points. At makikita natin ang quarter scoring again because of that torrid output ng triumvirate ng Ginebra. Naka 30 points sila sa third period and they were able to limit the scoring of Alaska to 16 points na yata. No? Ang score ng Alaska in the third period.
Willie Wilson gets the first field goal of the final quarter. As I look at the shooting percentages for both teams in the third period.
At 65% shooting for Barangay Ginebra. And Alaska naman ay bumaba sa 25%. Remember, in the first half, 39% shooting lang ang Ginebra. Kanya ang laking improvement sa shooting ng Barangay Ginebra in the third period. Oy, si Willie Wilson, back-to-back field goals. Meron na siyang 8 puntos. To go with 8 rebounds. So quality minutes. Pasaguli, he started in this game. Willie Wilson started in this game. And now he's playing alongside Mike Cortez. Sinasabi natin yung players playing multiple positions. Willie Wilson playing number 1 kanina, now playing number 2.
Oh, Nathan is going to go all the way. Tim Cohn is hopping like a jackrabbit here. Nathan was a bit out of control in that sequence. Here's Meng.
Baka naman ang feeling ni Coach Tim Cohn kasi nabitawan na yung bola and there was a play already that was about to happen. Oops, sandali. Kitang-kita yun.
I think
hawakan ng pantalon. Buti naman.
I think Mike Cortez just wanted to check if Mark Kagiwa was brief or a boxer kind of guy. Boxers or briefs?
Buti hindi napunit. Na-sensor tayo dito sa Coliseum bigla. Aha. But only a 2-point lead here for Barangay Ginebra. So good comeback here so far for Alaska.
Here's Meng. Turns.
Ganda ang depensa doon. Number 6'7", ito si Sonny Toss with a huge wingspan.
2 points ang nahabol ng Alaska. Bola na kay William Joel Wilson. Over to De La Cruz, laban kay Ferreria. And Sonny Toss struggling with the basketball, and he was smothered by Meng. Here's Helterbrand over to Rodney Santos.
Ang ganda ng touches, no? Nakita natin from Ferreria to Helterbrand to Rodney Santos and the 2 points.
Textbook execution of a no-dribble fast break.
Ang ganda. Gandang panoorin.
Apat muli ang lamang ng Ginebra. 69-65. Here's De La Cruz up against Helterbrand. De La Cruz with a height advantage. He shoots and he will miss. Rebound para kay Hopper. Ay, tumama sa paa ni Ferreria. But who gets the ball? It's with Hopper. Hopper over to nobody. Napalakas yung pasa ni Hopper.
And the big crowd dito sa Araneta Coliseum screaming at every turn. Woo! Ganda naman ang laro nito.
And we're so glad you could join us in this special live coverage. Nico Halili kasama si El Decano, Senyor Kenito Henson at si Senyor Domingo El Conquistador Dominic Uy for the PBA on ABC, and a whistle is blown by Patrick Canizares, offensive foul laban sa Alaska.
Ang ganda ng intensity na pinapakita dito ng dalawang kupunan. Sabi nga natin kanina, before the game, a lot is at stake sa game na to. No? Unang-una, sabi nga natin, itong Alaska bounce back ang kanilang hinahabol dito because they're coming off an 18-point loss to Pure Foods. At ang Ginebra naman, payback ang hinahanap nila because dalawang sunod na talo ang Ginebra sa Alaska in the last Philippine Cup.
We are in the payoff period of this ball game, and Helterbrand will miss. Not done with the rebound. Aliado with 7 on the shot. Aliado with a strong move. But once again, Eric Meng rejects the Alaska attempt. Centrum right now because the last time he scored was way back in the opening quarter. 5 to shoot para sa Alaska. Wilson, nice play.
10 points now for W squared.
That's why they call you the D. 8:15 remaining in the ball game. Rodney Santos gets smothered by Hugnatan. Alaska with a chance to tie the count. Hugnatan bangs into Helterbrand. And another offensive foul.
And Coach Timko pleading his case.
Offensive foul number 21, Rina Hugnatan. Substitution, Aaron Hadiwa for Rodney Santos.
Only 2 points separating both teams in a game where the intensity level ay napakataas.
There's an injured man on the Ginebra side of the basketball court. That's Rodney Santos, who's limping back to the bench, being helped out by teammates. Alamin natin kaagad ang kondisyon ni Rodney Santos. Mukhang tuhod, ha?
And that's not a good sign because yung rotation ng Barangay Ginebra very dependent on the guards.
Timeout, Alaska Aces.
Di pa tapos si Mark Kagiwa after a blistering third period. He now has 22 points.
Only the second field goal ng Barangay Ginebra sa quarter na to. Incidentally, si Willie Wilson is the only scorer for Alaska in this fourth period.
Here's Kagiwa. Saw too many white shirts in front of him. Binigay kay Meng. Meng inside, no go. And that's going to be a loose ball foul against Meng.
Loose ball foul number 30, Eric Meng.
What's happened ni Eric Meng? Sayang na sayang, nandun na siya. Nakawala na nga siya dun sa kanyang gwardiya. But he missed the shot from inside, up close.
tinatanong niyo po, ano na ang kalagayan ni Rodney Santos, they're still checking his condition but they're looking at his left knee. Yung kaliwang tuhod po, yung tinitignan ng mabuti para kay Rodney Santos. We'll bring you the injury update as soon as we can. Ito na si Hunter Brand, naagaw ni De La Cruz. A heroic defensive effort by De La Cruz. Here's Carriazo over to Aliado, and he will have a 3-point play opportunity.
And Aliado coming on strong. Power player si Aliado, using his body to protect the ball and sinking it with the left.
Si Homer ang ginawagan ng foul. His fourth personal. Third team foul laban sa Ginebra. Alaska with only one team foul so far here in the payoff period. Inspirado na si Don Carlos Aliado will complete the 3-point play.
Now a changing formation for Barangay Ginebra with one man down. Si Rodney Santos is injured, so now Ginebra is playing with the usual 3 big man lineup with 2 guards. Of course, Master of Fury still in the backcourt, but now Ginebra playing with 3 big men. No? So playing big sila ngayon. Si Holper, nandyan si Adukol, at si Eric Meng.
Meng now with 18 points. Here's Aliado. Kagiwa sizzling tonight with 22 points. I think Dominic is ready with the injury update concerning Rodney Santos. Dominic?
Itong si Rodney Santos injured his left knee. Sinabi niya when he's about to make a move, may naramdaman siya parang bumigay. And the initial findings is it looks like a strain and maybe one of the ligaments, but it's not sure yet. Pero sabi niya namamagana nga ng konti, so he's doubtful to come back in today's game. Pero sabi naman ng doktor, mukhang hindi naman ganun maggrabe. Nico?
Okay, maraming salamat Dominic. So yun po yung kondisyon ng kaliwang tuhod ni Rodney Santos. Here's Kagiwa. 8 to shoot para sa Ginebra. And the ball will end up with De La Cruz. Alaska with a chance to score a go-ahead basket here, but they throw the ball away. Oh no, it's with Carriazo. Carriazo with a ball fake. At labang na po ang Alaska. 74-73. At the live action on the court. Ball na kay Nick laban kay Aliado with less than 6 minutes to go in the ball game. And it's a foul called against Aliado.
Well, nakita natin kanina, no, nung nagbago yung formation ng Barangay Ginebra on the floor, lumabang ang Alaska. So, Coach Shortang said now going back to 3-guard formation. Binalik niya si Kalani Ferreira on the floor. But again, wala na si Rodney Santos. Malamang hindi na natin mapapanood dito. So, kulang na sila sa rotation ng isang guard in the backcourt.
Ball will stay with Ginebra. They have 8 seconds to shoot. By the way, yung foul kanina ni Aliado was his third. And that was the second team foul laban sa Alaska. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Kagiwa inside.
That took guts.
I don't know how Kagiwa was able to
grabe
extricate
yun.
himself from 4 defenders.
Ibang klase din, ano? And of course, paubos na din ang shot clock ng Barangay Ginebra. How Kagiwa was able to scoot inside, get the shot off, nakakuha pa siya ng foul, at ngayon nasa foul line. Ibang klase din ito.
You know, that's how Dominic used to escape the security guards in all the exclusive girls' schools in Metro Manila. That's how...
Papasok siya. Akala ko,
to sneak in.
Akala ko, he's escaping the on-rush of the girls chasing him.
No, he wants to meet it head on.
Ayun. Ibang klase rin kasi El Conquistador.
Last touch yun ni Velasco.
para
Ball
kay
will
Ginebra.
stay with Ginebra. New shot clock to para sa Ginebra.
Tabla tayo ngayon. At si Eliadan, mukha yatang nasaktan sa may bandang mata.
Giwa gingerly passing it to Meng as we near the 5-minute mark of the payoff period. Who gets the rebound? It's Velasco. We're tied at 74 with under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Here's Cortez. What will he do with a basketball? Moves in, goes to Velasco. Hook shot on the way, no go. Meng for the rebound. Here's Hildebrand. Ginebra hoping to shatter the deadlock here. And that's an offensive foul against Holper. Pinatumba si Cortez.
Offensive foul is fifth.
That's going to be the 5th personal against the rookie. So it's Alaska's turn to try and shatter this deadlock. Only our 3rd deadlock of the evening. Is Velasco laban kay Holper. Remember, Holper has 5 personal fouls.
Oh yes, at si Nick Velasco, his first field goal after scoring 5 points sa first quarter. Ngayon lang nakapuntos muli si Nick Velasco.
Kung kaya't lamang na ang Alaska, 76-74. As we approach the last 4 minutes of the ball game. Mink has the leather against 3 white shirts. Try to muscle his way through to no avail. The cool cat over to Carriazo. Carriazo at the corner. Carriazo goes to Cortez. They give the ball to Velasco. Just made a basket moments ago. Drop step. Oh, what a move.
Dalawang sunod yun against Mike Holper. Touch passing here, open man. Nako. Bimintis na ito para ng Ginebra. Consecutive misses here. Kanina, sunod-sunod yung mga mintis ni Eric Mink. Ngayon naman, yung mintis galing kay Mike Holper.
4 points ang lamang ng Alaska. They can make it a 6-point lead with a conversion here. Here's De La Cruz. Turn around. No go. Holper with the rebound. Tagiwa on the move. Tagiwa goes to Helterbrand. Thought about the 3. Goes inside. And he was clipped on the arm. That basket by Mink will not count.
Napagit ko kanina, no, yung mga mintis ng Barangay Ginebra from Mink at saka si Holper. Question is, ba't hindi sina Helterbrand at Tagiwa ang tumitira, no? So the defense of Alaska now focused on the backcourt, very explosive backcourt ng Barangay Ginebra. Ano yan, panglima na yata ni Nick Velasco.
And you know, Alaska is up in arms because ang pananaw nila, Helterbrand was about to dish off, not take a shot. So they're wondering why Helterbrand is on the line for 2. I think Helterbrand will be awarded 2 free throws.
But si De La Cruz na nanawagan ng personal foul, hindi si Nick Velasco.
Hindi si Nick Velasco.
I check out the free throws in this game so far. 10 out of 17 now for Barangay Ginebra. Yung free throw na yun, breaking the long silence ng Ginebra. Tatlo lamang ng Alaska. J.J. Helterbrand took a leave of absence from the PBA in 2003. Bumalik po siya sa US, dun sa South Carolina, kung saan nandun yung kanyang may bahay na si Charlotte at yung dalawang anak nila, si Jalen at Indiana. Nag-manage siya ng isang restaurant, 30-table Oriental Cuisine restaurant, bago siya bumalik dito sa PBA in 2004.
Here's Velasco up and under.
And fishing for the foul.
Personal foul number 30, Eric Mink.
It really looks like we will have a wild wind-up here in our first game.
2 shots for Nick
2
Velasco.
shots para kay Nick Velasco. Was very, very quiet during the second and third quarters. In the payoff period, allowing Alaska to surge ahead. Kaya tatlo ang lamang dito ng Alaska, and Velasco can make it a 4-point ball game. 11 points para kay Velasco. Abat ang hinahabol ng Ginebra, 80-76 as we approach the last 2 minutes of the ball game. Here's Ferreria over to Mink.
3 out of 15 shooting for Barangay Ginebra. Hindi napapansin natin kanina. Gumanda ang depensa ng Alaska at sumama ang field goal percentage ng Barangay Ginebra. That was a bailout shot galing kay Mark Gaspar. Buhay na buhay pa itong Barangay Ginebra. They're just down by 2.
Agiwa has 25 points. Dito na si De La Cruz as we enter the moment of truth.
Nakakatalo dito yung depensa eh.
Carriazo! No! Agiwa with the rebound. Pagkakataon para makatabla. And Helderbrand asks for a timeout para mapagplanuhan nila ng
San
mabuti.
Miguel Beer versus Talking Tex. Isa na naman magandang labanan yan.
Habang umiinit ang panahon, lalo rin umiinit ang labanan dito sa Philippine Cup Kagiwa. Wants that basketball. It ends up with Ming.
Foul on the way inside. At bukas si Don Aliado matatawagan. Pang-apat, pang-lima. Pang-lima. Ay, Don Aliado.
So Don Aliado of Alaska and Mike Holper of Ginebra in the same boat, on the verge of fouling out. A minute and 37 remaining in this contest. Sideline inbound para sa Ginebra.
Makikita natin ang rebounding story. Ang atang Alaska by only 2 rebounds in that race for supremacy.
10 to shoot para sa Ginebra. Bola na kay Kagiwa, who has 25 points. Oh, Ferreira with a putback. And that ties the game at 80.
Weak side rebounding. Nandun yung tira ni Mark Kagiwa. Nandun naman ang offensive rebound galing kay Kalani Ferreira. At si Ferreira, his first 2 points of the game.
Missed by Cortez. Here's Helterbrand. Over to Ferreira. Back to Helterbrand for the lead.
Well, kumanalo naman ang mga guardia ng Barangay Ginebra. Getting the job. Paying customers yan, mga kaibigan. Over 10,000 paying customers sa loob po ng Arena Coliseum. At pareho pong koponan, nasa penalty na. And Barangay Ginebra, may dalawa pa silang full timeouts to give. Okay, magkakatulo dito, depensa! Ano kaya mangyayari? Will Ginebra's defense hold firm?
Alaska down by 2. They go to Velasco against Ming. Uh-oh, this will mean 2 free throws para kay Velasco.
Maganda yung tawag ng referee. Kita-kita yun at hindi naman nagprotesta si Eric Meng. Handshake ang tawag.
Holding foul number 30, Eric Meng. Penalty.
At si Nick Velasco, with gloves pumutok dito sa ating fourth period. 6 points here, scored in the fourth out of his 11 points. At si Velasco masusubukan ang kanyang free throw shooting prowess. And he's shooting 50% from the line sa confidence na ito. Pasok so far, wala pa siyang mintis from the free throw line sa game na ito.
By the way, si Ming yung tinawagan ng foul and that is his 5th personal foul. So pareho na sila ni Holper
At ni Aliado.
Oh, second free throw did not drop for Velasco sa makatwid lamang ng isang Ginebra, and they have the basketball with 51 seconds to go in the payoff period. The General has the leather.
Partner, si Ferreira, incidentally, meron ng 7 rebounds. So he has contributed big time in the rebounding department.
1-point ball game inside the picto. At agad-agad na humingi ng
Substitution. And tatlong malaki ang nasa loob na ngayon for Barangay Ginebra. They want 1 stop here. And Alaska naman wants 1 basket. What a way to end this ball game. 36.4 seconds to go. 2-possession game right here.
Here's Aliado. Alaska down by 1. Here's Cortez with 14 to shoot para sa Alaska. Velasco makes his move. Oh, this will mean free throws for the Aces as Art Herrera calls a foul.
Tamaan nga si Nick Velasco. Oh, but Velasco missing the free throw. He is a 50% free throw shooter. Si Kagiwa, ibabalik ngayon sa likod shot ang Vincent because ang anticipation nila, opensa ngayon ang ilalaro ng Barangay Ginebra. Now with 28 seconds to go, the ball could possibly still go back to Alaska kung sakasakali man makakuha ng possession dito ang Ginebra. And yes, tabla tayo ngayon.
So after a couple of anxious bounces,
And I would say it's still a 2-possession game right here. 28 seconds to go. Si Sunday Salvacion at pinasok ni Coach Shot Tankinsen again for offensive purposes. Umupo muna si Ferreira.
but the primary scoring suspect here will be Mark Kagiwa, who has 25 big points. Here he is with the basketball, and he will miss. And the ball ends up with Sonny Foss with a big rebound. Almost loses it. Here's Carriazo. No timeouts remaining. Both teams are in the penalty. Alaska going for the win here with 13 seconds to go. Carriazo with a leather laban kay Helterbrand. 9 seconds to go. This is for the win. Velasco over to Carriazo. De La Cruz. No! And Helterbrand gets the ball. He launches it, and we are going into overtime.
That track taken by Tony De La Cruz na hindi naman pumasa. And a foul underneath. Nandun yung block galing kay Eric Meng, but Tony De La Cruz, 6 personal fouls ng the general, and he goes out with 6 points, 9 rebounds. Si Holper babalik ni Coach ST.
But Holper, he himself is carrying 5 personal fouls. Here's the energetic gentleman, Tony De La Cruz, a man in perpetual motion as he makes the first free throw. Could have won the game for Alaska as a Google leads the ball game at 6 points. So now he gives Alaska the lead, 84-82. That happens to be the first 2 points of the overtime period. Brad to Pereira. Meng inside, fading away, short. And Holper saves the ball to the wrong man. Nakakataon para sa Alaska na matagdagan yung kanilang 2-point lead here in the early moments of the overtime period. De La Cruz quickly to Velasco. Sumobra, Kagiwa with the rebound. 8 rebounds na po si Mark Kagiwa. Here's Helterbrand over to Pereira, back to Helterbrand and out of Meng. Meng against Sonny Toss. Pereira on the right side. Pereira to Helterbrand with 11 to shoot. Mike Holper with a classy shot. Meng with a rebound. He waits for the contact and he will take 2 free throws.
Eric Meng working hard underneath the boards. Tandaan natin, meron ng 5 personal fouls si Meng at meron na din siyang 18 points to go with 11 rebounds.
Si Carriazo ang tinawagan ng foul is 4th personal, sending major pain to the free throw line with 3:46 remaining in overtime.
All important free throws para sa Barangay Ginebra.
Eric Meng will be the second Ginebra player with at least 20 points tonight. Mark Kagiwa leading the way with 25. Meng with 20. JJ Helterbrand with 19. Eto na si Cortez. Twirls and scores!
Now in double figures for Alaska. The cool cat.
And Cortez gives Alaska the lead, 86-84, with under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Here's Kagiwa. Over to Holper. Holper spins, shoots and misses, and the ball ends up with Velasco! Out of bounds. Tough break.
And that's how valuable every possession is sa game na to. Eh talaga nagpapakamatay yung mga player natin.
Here's Meng, charging through, finishing with a soft touch. 22 points para kay Meng, and we're tied at new at 86. Here's Carriazo. Velasco laban kay Holper. Tumulong si Kagiwa. Carriazo left wide open, top of the key.
He had all the time to aim for that shot at meron ng 20 puntos si Jeffrey Carriazo.
And Carriazo, 1 of 6 Alaska players in double figures. Pereira to Helterbrand. Helterbrand has yet to score here in the overtime period. Helterbrand makes his move. Meng for 3. No, sir. And the ball ends up with Alaska. Loose ball foul against Pereira.
At momentarily, ibabalik ng Alaska si Donald Yado na meron ng 5 personal fouls. At si Sanitos ang babalik sa bangko.
2:19 to go in the overtime period. 2 points ang lamang ng Alaska. Here's Velasco. Laban kay Holper. Holper with 5 personal fouls. And the basket will not drop. And Helter Brand will save the basketball para sa Ginebra. And once again, we hear the call ushering everybody into the last. Turnover laban sa Ginebra.
Oh, what a big steal.
That was coming off a Ginebra timeout. Knocked in a big jumper earlier. Not that time. Rebound na naman para kay Ferreira.
Ferreira, meron lang 8 rebound dito. And he's certainly getting the job done underneath the boards.
Ginebra looking to tie the game with 1:23 remaining in overtime. Ferreira for the tie. Short. That shot was partially deflected, I believe. Let's quickly go to Dominic Uy.
Migo, intensity written all over the face of Tony De La Cruz. Nakita mo yung pag-save niya kanina, bumangga siya papunta dun sa mga tables. At sabi niya, I really wanna win this game. At sinabi niya, he'll be really disappointed if they don't win this game against Ginebra. Migo?
Especially with the effort put forth by both squads.
Well, totoo, because he had a shot that could have won the game for Alaska at the end of the 4th period. Hindi niya naipasok yung tira. So, definitely, Tony De La Cruz, ang pangarap niya dito is manalo naman ang Alaska. Make up for that missed shot. Ang galing sa kanya, si Mike Cortez naman. Ever so cool. At naku, hindi pumasok yung tira.
Now, Mike Cortez is on the line because of the second personal foul laban kay J.J. Helterbrand. Ginebra nasa penalty na po. 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. And Cool Cat can make it a 3-point ball game, but he missed both.
Big misses there. Sabi ko nga kanina, the stamina factor, very important.
Under a minute to play. We're inside the moment of truth. Bola po na kay Kagiwa. Kagiwa zigzagging outside. Helterbrand. Helterbrand fakes. Helterbrand fires! Yes, sir!
Straight and true, may 21 points na si J.J. Helterbrand. Again, masusubukan dito ang depensa ng Barangay Ginebra.
We're tied at 88. 12 to shoot para sa Alaska. They go to Velasco.
And they go to the triangle.
Here's Velasco. Aliado over to Carriazo. Oh! Turnover laban sa Alaska. It went straight through the legs of Tony De La Cruz.
25.2 seconds to go.
Wala pa dyan yung mga scholar. Need a deed.
Ayun, kung dadagdag natin ang scholar, umabot na tayo ng 15,000.
Ito na.
Hindi naman. Biro lang yun.
25 seconds to go. 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock.
Okay.
Alaska has 1 foul to give.
Ang napulot ko doon sa timeout ni Coach Shop Parkinson, aatake sila with about 12 seconds to go. At ito, hindi pa umatake. Ako na kay Michael Paul para bola.
Yes,
Remember,
Rick.
Alaska's 1 foul to give.
Meg makes his move. No goal. And the ball is up with Carriazo. Teka muna. There is a foul against Alaska.
Okay, may foul against Alaska, but wala pa naman sa penalty. But 3 seconds to go. 3 seconds to go. Nakuha ni Eric Meng. Or halos nakuha niya yung bola.
O ngayon,
Goes the foul.
Alaska is now in the penalty. 3 seconds to go. Last shot time, winning time para sa Ginebra. We're tied at 88. Nasa overtime po tayo. Helterbrand with the ever so crucial inbound here.
Okay, may warning. Ay binigay sa Alaska. Sinong sasalo ng bola dito? Malamang si Mark Agiwa. They want him to take the last shot. Eric Meng, another option.
Here's Kagiwa trying to shake off Carriazo.
Si Sunday Salvacion.
Salvacion! Pumasok! Pumasok ang tiro ni Sunday Salvacion! Hindi ko alam mga kaibigan. Lingkong! Special! Oh! He could very well be the hero of the night.
Si Sante Salvacion.
Only second field goal of the game, and it's a big one.
Oo, ang ganda ng screen. Talagang well executed play. Nandun si Mike Holper, binigyan siya ng screen. Tapos si Eric Tengten gave a massive screen down low para hindi makapag-react yung depensa. Okay, titira ng 3-point shot itong Alaska. Ginebra cannot afford to give up a foul.
0.8 of a second to go. Catch and shoot po ito. Aliado, titira! Almost! Another escape act dito sa Philippines. They get